very intense game, very high intensity game from the beginning. Milwaukee's an excellent team, a lot of quality wins this year, and we knew we were going to play at a high level for 40 minutes to have a chance to win this game. I think as a coach it was very encouraging with this team to see in the second half when they threatened our lead that we were able to respond with a couple defensive stops and then be able to make a couple big shots. Jordan's three-point play, Levante's three, to be able to keep the momentum in our hands. And it was just great to see the energy that I think the crowd had and that they brought our guys. And our guys, really fed off it and kept playing hard.
Well, we was talking about the stretch in the first half and everything just seemed to feed through you and hit shot after shot.
Just playing within the offense. My teammates did a good job of finding me when I was open, and I was happy to make the shots.
They were up 14-5, and I think you hit 2 baskets in a row there to kind of stop their early momentum. How important were those 2 shots?
It was very important. We needed the momentum back towards our way. So anything it took defensively or offensively, I just felt the whole team we had to make it happen some way, somehow.
Keith, how important was it for you to get out on the court and make a good contribution right off the bat? You and Lonnie put together a 10-3 run right when you got on the floor, especially in the wake of only 8 minutes the other night. How key was it for you to come in and make a contribution?
I think it was very important for the team. Most importantly, I got to coming off the bench. It's hard, but I got to get my team going as best as I can.
Keith, talk about that alley-oop pass you made there. Have you guys practiced that?
Oh yes, we practice that all the time. I told Bashir if he rolled hard to the basket, he was going to get it.
Coach, can you briefly touch on Keith's, I think, 4th foul drove to the basket? You looked like you wanted to maybe get a foul yourself on that. I mean, just what did you see in that? It would have been a huge shot if you would have hit that.
Yeah, I think it's a big transition, year for coaches, referees, just with the new rules and everything. And so, they came over and explained everything, which was really good. I appreciated it. And again, I think it's just a transition year for a lot of people. But was really proud that our guys didn't lose energy, after the play, that they went back and played hard on defense and continued to be aggressive.
This is for any of you guys. Do you get the sense? Do you see Coach running up and down the floor? Flirting with the technical foul at that point. Does that fire you guys up at all?
Yeah, they he's passionate about coaching us, so we're passionate for playing for him. So it does get us fired up. Shows that he cares, he has emotion in the game, and that's what we practice and preach to each other each and every day.
Royce, were you a little concerned with the offensive fouls that was going to take some of the aggressiveness away?
They do a very good job on defense, and they do a great job in positioning and getting there. And so I thought they just run good defense, and we definitely, wanted to stay aggressive. I thought at the beginning of the game we shot a lot of threes, and after that our guys were aggressive. So I'd rather them stay aggressive and have a few charges than to just settle for jump shots.
Most of 12 rebounds for you. They only had 5 second chance points. Anything that was coming off the rim you were grabbing. What were we seeing inside the paint today?
It was being aggressive, but I was just trying to do my best to give my teammates a chance to, to win the games.
Coach, the minute breakdown, Levante and Alec are a little bit higher up, but 17 through 22 for everybody else. Is this a rotation you're comfortable with? And this seems to be the first time you really had just a group of minutes there.
This group, Jordan didn't play at Detroit, Clay, and he played excellent for us, played well. And, today I thought they played, extremely well. I think a lot of players, they're getting a little more familiar with each other, and they were complimenting each other, very well on the floor. I think one of the things that I enjoy as a coach is how much the team does get along. And, people don't complain about shots. Everyone's excited to help the team try to win. And, I think it starts with, the guys at this table. I think, Levante, gets the team fired up. Musa, he loves being able to be top rebounder and get 12 rebounds. Everybody's excited to do their part.
Anything else? Yeah, for any of the guys, about 72 hours ago, the sky was falling around here. You guys were having really, really intense practices. Now you've won 2 games. What do you guys have to do to continue to have the same sense of urgency you've had in the last 72 hours?
I think it's going to be the same thing in practice. We learning that it's a 40-minute game, and you got to play hard the whole 40 minutes to get a W. So we just going to keep doing what we've been doing and keep fighting hard.
Bryce, can you talk about the balance of this league? Everybody except Wisconsin and Green Bay has at least 2 conference losses right now.
A lot of parity, a lot of really good teams in the league. As we play teams, they have they have quality wins against non-conference teams, and so the teams in our league are beating teams from other conferences, and so we know that to have a chance to win any conference game, you got to play hard for 40 minutes. And again, that's proud of our effort tonight.